Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, the Flats, Bobby Dodd Stadium, home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and the Ramblin' Wreck, hoping to rev up that engine. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Yellow Jackets will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
This defense knew coming into tonight they had to be able to get pressure on the quarterback, and they are wasting no time. They get a sack on the first play of the game.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Wants to fire on second down. Finds the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first down? You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more man.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Here comes the offense on first down. A run for the quarterback. He has the first and still on his feet. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And when you got that kind of speed, football's got to be a lot of fun. I mean, Jesse, it's not there. Just pull it down. Go make a play.
That's definitely something that defense has never had to worry about in my day either. I think I just pulled a hamstring watching that guy go.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. They go to the ground. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened.
And it's caught inside the 20. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. Discards a man.
This running back just doesn't go down easy. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him. And just, you know what? Let his talent do the rest.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
On the move, it's Potts. able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on set.
And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3-and-out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
They'll try to find a more productive play this time on 2nd and long from the 14. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Clemson is quick to the line. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. They're trying to get to him. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the tailback. At the 40, there he goes. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. They'll go with a direct snap. And he delivers the blow, and he's still running. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Shakes off the tackle. And he showed himself to be a regular Spinderella, but not a lot of room to run.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
second down here as they go back to work after the break. Keep it on the ground. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
Just discarding tacklers, punching and grinding his way to the 23.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The Yellow Jackets will move the sticks.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
And the Yellow Jackets will have it 1st and 10.
Easy.
They'll give it to him again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loss of 2. Brings up 2nd down.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12.
Come on, set.
This is a designed run. Just trucks through it. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Clemson, 0.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down.
And the Clemson offense will take over 1st and 10.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the ball.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the street.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Feeling some heat. Slips a tackle. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
And that's why it's important offensively. They're going to have to do a better job running the ball and getting positive yards early in the drive. You can't be in 3rd and long living in those situations against this defense because they like to play dime personnel. And with those faster guys, they're going to blitz, and they're going to match speed with speed. It's a nice way to combat the mobile ability this quarterback has. Now setting up 4th down.
And they'll just down it right there.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
Wide out in motion. Quarterback keeps it. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. The Yellow Jackets racing to the line in the hurry-up. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Looks as if he's going to run it. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, fourth down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The give to the back. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with the lone back. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. Makes the catch. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The Yellow Jackets trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll run it. Bounced off his feet.
Man, that D tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Used the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. No good. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns at 21 points. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Man, how about that? You've come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside, even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Ready. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. The give to the back. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chain.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Runs through a tackle.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
They'll leave it with him. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And the route is on. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, heavyweights trading punches today in a top 5 battle, and now it's a final. South Carolina was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Gamecocks performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. Always interesting to see top 5 teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Makes the grab down the middle. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Oh, it's a nice grab, but he would have been much better off just to let that thing go out of bounds. This offense has a 2nd down play.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
He's looking to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Sails one into the middle. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Looking for more room. Giving him his pass. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. What a good job by the defense to force that play outside.
And it's tough when you're a defense and you like to play fast and aggressive. Those counter plays are usually something that's good to run at them. But if you can be smart and stay sound and stay home and understand when people start pulling your direction, forget the fakes the other way, you can stay home, be productive, get big plays like this for your defense.
He'll try to do it himself. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Georgia Tech 28, Clemson 0.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this scoreboard.
And the Yellow Jackets have this offense rolling. Going up top on first down. He's got his man. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Yellow Jackets getting set on 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking to go up top on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He breaks a tackle. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And the pummeling has started. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Past the sticks and still on his feet. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Snap it to the back. Still on his feet at the 35. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Right back to the well.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
He's knocked down in the backfield. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays, now to try to throw it in drive on third down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Yellow Jackets will call on their punt team. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. He's going to pass. Just gets rid of it before the heat. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Trying to get rid of it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the 4th quarter.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. And he missed it. No good. And I guess they wanted to draw a little closer instead. They're still way, way behind. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.